Hello, welcome all. Because I got some really nice feedback from the last video, I thought I'd make another one. Again, using things you have in. So this week you'll need salt, flour, water, a bit of cardboard or paper. This is from some packaging. And I think that's roughly it. And we'll be making a salt dough chess set so that you can play chess afterwards. If you don't like chess, feel free to do whatever you want with the salt dough. So to begin, get your bowl. So it is, what is it? 1 cup of flour, half a cup of salt. I am aware that these ingredients are not necessarily easy to get hold of at the moment, depending on your area. And half a cup of water. And then mix that in. And then when you've got it so that it's sort of able to do that, so that's what you want your consistency to be at, roughly. Okay, so for your first set, if you split it into 2 sets, so you've got one for one and one for the other, both the same size hopefully. And then if you cut it in half and then half again, if you bung those 2 back together for now, then if you take this and roll it out, this one will be for your pawns, so you've got the most amount of pawns. You've got 8 of them. There we go. So you split it in half, half again, and half again. This is just so they're roughly speaking the same size. Obviously it will help. Not necessary though. And then we're just going to roll it up, push it flat down, and then create a little head on the top. There we go, there's our first pawn. And then for the next bit, if you've got 8 pieces left to do, so if you just split this into 8, so half again, exactly the same as before. There, voila. And then we want to do our castles. So if you roll it into a cylinder, pop it down, and scissors might help at this point. I'm going to try and make those forets on the top. Oh. And then I'm going to use the bottom of this knife, I think. Push it down the middle. So far that's 8 pawns, 2 castles, and now we've got to do a knight. This one's gonna be difficult. If you like horses, this will be easy for you because you'll have done them often. I'm gonna roll it into a long cylinder, and then I'm gonna bend it over like that for our horse's head. I'm then gonna make sure that it stands up because obviously it's got to sit on the chessboard. And I'm gonna take a bit of the clay and give it its ears. Next up is the bishop. So I'm going to do the bishop's hat. So it's kind of triangular. So pushing it up like that. Next up we have the king. Now please bear in mind that I'm not a sculptor. Roll the head. And then you got your body. And then if you draw some legs and some arms, so it looks like the sort of more traditional sort of toilet front door. And then there we go, there's our king and our queenie. So I'm going to give her a head, and I'm going to make her be wearing a dress. I don't think all genders have to be wearing these certain clothes, but it just makes it simpler for the thing. And stick the head on. Oh, she's quite a large lady. And then if you wanted to, you can give her some boobs, just so we can really tell king and queen apart. There we go. Much better. Oh dear. So then you should have your 32 chess set pieces, and then you want to pop them in the oven for, roughly speaking, 2 hours on 120 degrees. For the next bit, I've had a look in the house to see what we have in order to paint it, and I found some old emulsion. Most people, I think, have in the store cupboard somewhere in an old cellar a bit of old emulsion paint, and that will do for the next part. If you've got actual paint like acrylic, that'll do really well, and you just want to make sure one set is white. Now it's up to you. If you've got more colours of house paint, that would probably be a good way forward. Or if you've got shoe polish, you could give that a go. Be inventive about the way you're going to get these painted. I think the emulsion's probably a good shout. The other way, if you don't have any, is just to get a Sharpie and stick a cross on the top of one of the sets, or colour a bit in so that you can see the slightly different colours of the sets. Next we're going to make our board, so using some of that leftover emulsion paint, we're going to just paint the cardboard with it. If you haven't got cardboard and you haven't got paint, don't worry, you can literally just paint it, draw it on a piece of paper. And then once that's dry, you want to work out how many times 8 go into the number you've got. So what's that, 15, 29. So each one's going to be 3 centimetres. So measure 3 across here, 3, 6, 9, and then the same the other side. So here we have our completed chest set. I've used Sharpie to fill in these, and then coffee to stain these, and then you just need to learn to play chess. I'd love to see yours. If you've decided to make them, do show me. Thank you very much. Bye.